Hello. Welcome to Mouse Cheers.
Cheers.
Bully.
How you doing today, John?
I'm good.
John, when was the last time you've been to the beach?
Well, I went to the beach.
It's been hot lately.
We're in a heat wave.
Yeah.
I went to the beach when I was on vacation 2 weeks ago. Went to a beach to get some seafood. We sat on the sand, or it was like the grass right before the sand. We kind of picnicked there. Probably 2 weeks before that, we legitimately went into the ocean.
Okay.
First time with the baby. We dug a hole, filled that with water, took some good pictures. How about you?
It might have been last summer. I went with some friends and just got demolished. Like, I always know when. I think I talked about this once on maybe the podcast where we talk about pool days and water parks.
Mm-hmm.
I always know when it's time to get out of the ocean when I get demolished by a wave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and you're done after.
Yeah, so I think it was last year.
Wow, a year.
Yeah, I've been trying to get back. I don't know. It's just something I thought about.
What do you think about a landlocked state? Would you be able to live in a landlocked state?
Can you define landlocked state?
I can. Yes, I can. So we're in Connecticut. So that is a state that touches the ocean. A landlocked state is exactly that. It's surrounded by land. So that state, whether it be I think Nebraska is like a triple landlocked state. If you live in Nebraska and want to go to the ocean, you're like a 2-3 day drive away from the nearest ocean. Because north and south, you got Canada, Mexico underneath you, nothing to the side of you. I feel like I would be claustrophobic not having the ocean near me. There's something comforting about knowing that the ocean is nearby. Thoughts?
I think I would be able to ultimately.
You would.
I think I would, and I think it's as you feel that way about the ocean. I think it's the opposite for a lot of people too, where they don't like the ocean, and it's too overwhelming.
Oh. Okay.
You
I
don't
respect.
You don't.
I don't relate, but I respect.
I also don't relate.
Yeah.
But I think I like the idea of the ocean more than I always enjoy myself when I'm there.
Yeah, I'm the same though. I like knowing that I'm near the ocean, but I don't go a lot.
Right.
There's something comforting about it. I can't explain it.
Yeah, I hear
but
that.
I wouldn't want to live in a landlocked state.
Yeah, I'm very much a homebody, though. I do have to say.
I'm a homebody, but I'm also a home away from homebody.
Well, there we go.
Which is Disney World. So yeah, but
you can't go wrong there.
Yeah, homebody, for sure. Sometimes I'd take a staycation, chill at home.
Yeah.
Last time we took not last time, the time before, with the baby, everything, nothing, you're at a staycation, you're enjoying family time, but you don't have that much time.
Mm-hmm.
A year ago, I think it's when Super Mario Odyssey came out, or it was a few years ago. We took a staycation, and me and Ariel bought that game, and we just played through it 100%. It was a great time.
I have to say, I haven't played Super Mario Odyssey. Nope.
Play it. Do yourself a favor. Do you own it? You don't own a Switch, do you?
I don't. I have a thing with buying new systems because, so I own a PlayStation 3 and 4. The 4 was a gift from you. Thank you.
No problem.
But, if we're being real, I was fine with
the 3. Yeah, but
the one thing I will say, just real quick, I think the Wii is one of the best systems Nintendo ever came out with.
I agree.
And honestly, I think it's been downhill ever since with the Wii U and the Switch.
I don't think the Switch is downhill. I think Wii U was a misstep, and I think Switch brought it right back up. Switch is up there with the Wii for me, and I'll tell you, there's more reason because Nintendo more so puts out like, their classic games. Much like Disney, they have like a roster of characters. So they
Right.
got Mario, and there's like whenever a new system comes out, you have a new Mario game, you have a new Zelda game. Kirby, Yoshi, you have Smash Brothers and Mario Kart and all that. Like these new games come out. That's why you get that system for the new games. And of course, with the new games, you get to play the old games on
Right.
it too. So, I'm telling you for sure, it's one of the best games ever made. Play Mario Odyssey. It's awesome.
I have to say, and I believe I watched you play a little bit of it. It looks like something I'd get into.
Yeah.
I do have to say though, ultimately, I'm not a huge video game guy. There are some exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Batman Arkham games. In fact, the first one, Arkham Asylum, I'm like scary good at it. Like it's one of those where like I make rules for myself to make it harder.
Yeah.
Like
I love being like practiced. At a game,
like do a run through, no death, no upgrade. No upgrade is gonna be my next run through.
Yeah.
But like things like that to make it harder.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I was saying, I only play like select video games, like the Batman games, some Mario games. You know the library, but. Select games, Uncharted, I really enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
But Kingdom Hearts is another big one.
Kingdom Hearts is, So you say Batman Arkham Asylum?
Yeah.
You're scary good at it. I'm very good at Kingdom Hearts, the first one.
That's a tough game.
It's a tough game, but there's I'm very good at it. The PlayStation has trophies, right?
Yep.
And if you earn every single trophy, you get the platinum trophy. I got the platinum trophy for Kingdom Hearts.
I didn't even get every Keyblade when I played through it.
Oh, this is gonna get nerdy, guys. That includes beating Sephiroth. It includes beating Sephiroth.
So for anyone who is unfamiliar, Sephiroth is that a Final Fantasy character technically?
Yeah, so Kingdom Hearts is a combination of Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters, and some characters made specifically for Kingdom Hearts. I don't know how that happened. I'm glad it happened. It doesn't seem like it would work, but it works so awesome. It's like magical, but then it's such a good combination. Then you're this character named Sora, who's kind of like a hybrid of a Final Fantasy and Disney character, and he lives on his Destiny Island with his friend Riku and his other friend Kairi, who's also his love interest. And he's having these weird dreams, and basically his island gets absorbed by the darkness, and he ends up traveling to different worlds, landing in Traverse Town. I've always called it Traverse Town.
Wait.
Did you too?
Yeah, me too.
Oh, well, maybe you got it from me when I probably that's Traverse Town.
Oh, it's
I don't know, maybe. But I think it's Traverse Town because you're No, I think it's Traverse Town.
I will never, ever not say Traverse Town. I'll never say
I like the sound of it.
I love
And by
the sound
the way, I'm traversing. You don't say I'm traversing. It's Traverse Town.
Well, there we go.
All right. So you wind up in Traverse Town, and then from there you meet up with Donald and Goofy. So it's Sora, Donald, and Goofy, and Donald and Goofy are hands to the King Mickey, and Donald is a wizard who has magic, and Goofy is a knight
Just real quick, Donald will die for you in any battle.
In every battle.
Goofy is always the one left with his shield, with his stupid shield, and throughout the game,
like doing that spin move.
Goofy can take a walk, just real quick. And throughout the game, I have so much to say. I don't even know where to start. So throughout the game, you can switch out one of your side characters, Donald or Goofy, for another character. Tarzan is one.
Yeah, because you're going to different Disney worlds.
You're going to different Disney worlds. Yes, you can. So let me just see if I can get an idea of who we got here. Tarzan is one. Hercules is one. Am I thinking about the second one?
No, you're thinking about the second one. But he is one. Aladdin,
yeah.
Peter Pan.
Well, okay, this is where I'm going. Yeah, this is where I'm going to start to struggle keeping the second one from the first one.
Okay.
But anyway, you get the idea. Always trade Goofy. Always. And you are crazy because you told me once that you don't really trade out the characters. You use Donald Goofy.
Yeah, I use Donald and Goofy.
What kind of monster are you? How did you even beat the game?
Yeah, well, apparently I've beaten it good enough to get that platinum trophy. Okay, so there's a lot to unload here. So I'm going to try to keep it. So when you have an inventory, so you can get potions and elixirs and all that stuff that heals you and heals your magic and stuff as you learn magic. When you get those people, you get Tarzan, be like, oh, do you want to switch out your party? I'd be like, no thanks, or yes thanks, and then I'll be like, what do you got, Tarzan? Oh, you got like 3 potions. All right, snatch. Oh, Aladdin, what do you got? A mega elixir? Snatch. And I put it in my own inventory.
John, you're a monster.
This is a game and it's strategy, and it's guerrilla warfare. You gotta steal.
No, sir. No, sir.
And that's why I beat the game and he struggles.
Okay. There's no struggling happening. Let me just tell you. Even though Sephiroth I didn't even touch before I passed on to the other life.
Yeah.
There was no struggle other than that. Let me just get that out of the way really quick. You don't know me.
Okay.
It is far more important to chalk it up to teamwork. If you have a special elixir or potion, it's always a nice feeling when you're running low and then Donald gives you a potion. It's just like, oh, that's why you're on my team.
Yeah. That's it. No. I take it from those extra characters, and I'll give them to like Donald and Goofy. I'll put them in our stock. That's what I'm saying.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
So no. I'm just as bad as you. In a
okay, so I'm not being a monster. I'm taking the potions, and I'm putting it in the group, stock, and then I'll like before a battle I'll give Goofy, Donald like potions, but I don't give them anything crazy like a mega elixir, something that like 100% heals your health and magic, because the battle will just begin and Donald will be like, rah! And like use up a mega elixir.
Right.
So yeah, that'd be annoying. So I don't do that. It's just like basic potions. So if there's an issue, and I'm almost dead, he can give me a potion, but you need second chance. So there's an ability. You learn abilities as you progress in the game. Second chance, you always, no matter what the critical blow is, you're always left with 1 HP, and that gives you precious extra time to heal yourself. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Can I talk about the music?
Yeah, please.
Let's start in Traverse Town. Let's start there.
Yeah.
I could listen, and it's no coincidence that you can literally buy tickets to an orchestra of this Kingdom Hearts music.
Music, yeah.
you can these are things that happens, and of course because the music is outstanding, I can put that on in the background. It makes me feel good all day.
Yeah.
All day.
I love Kingdom Hearts music. I love Traverse Town music.
Yep.
It was so, I love Traverse Town so much that when Twilight Town was introduced in part 2, I really had a hard time warming up to it because I missed Traverse Town so much.
I have a lot of feelings about part 2 that we'll get to. But first and foremost, I didn't like the game until after I beat it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm being honest, because it took me that long to warm up to it. But then I was like, oh, okay, I like this game.
Yeah,
but,
same. Well, yeah, there's a lot to unpack.
There is.
So that okay. So let's kind of guide through this from kind of beginning to end. But and we could talk about music as we go as well. There's some great songs in it too, like beginning credits and all that stuff. It's like great music. So begin on Destiny Island. You end up in Traverse Town, where you don't really see Destiny Island again until like the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
In the first area you go to, you can either go to Olympus Coliseum,
mm-hmm.
or you can go to Alice in Wonderland. I always go to Wonderland first.
There's not a whole lot you can do at Olympus anyway.
Not at first now. You get some like practice rounds, and then it's like, okay. But then you get to this, you have to fight Cerberus. That is a hard battle very early in the game, and that can get you stuck.
And if anyone unfamiliar with Cerberus, it is the 3-headed dog in Hercules.
Yes, indeed.
And that battle
it's tough.
That is a tough battle.
It's tough if you don't know how to level up right. When you wake up from your dream on Destiny Island, and there's darkness, there's Heartless everywhere, and you just have your like sword,
mm-hmm.
and then it turns into the Keyblade, which I think is an awesome weapon.
It is. You purchased me the Keyblade.
I got him a Keyblade.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You're hitting the Heartless, and they're never ending.
Mm-hmm.
They keep spawning. So if you chill there for a good like 10 minutes and just hit Heartless, you'll level up like 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then you fight the big Heartless, and when that is done, when you beat that Heartless, you level up again. You go into Traverse Town already being like level 7. You can go up to level 99. If you do that, the Wonderland boss is way easier, and Cerberus is a lot more manageable if you take that time early on in the game.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever taken that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Because honestly, I've never thought that way before.
Mm-hmm.
And I've fallen victim to literally being unable to beat a boss, and then having to literally just leave a world and go back with a lot of enemies and just beat all the enemies over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I've fallen victim to that bad.
And that can be very disheartening.
Yes, very.
Ugh.
Very much so. So it really comes down to, it's important. It's easy. You can just run through obstacles and say, oh, these obstacles are nothing. They're easy. It hurts you in the long run, though. You need to fight the obstacles. Yeah. You need to fight the Heartless. You need to get those experience
points. It's an RPG. You are leveling up. You're getting experience for every bad guy you beat. Yeah, you need it.
Yeah, you'll pay for it. You'll pay for it later.
You'll pay for it later, and you'll definitely pay for it in the that Cerberus battle pretty early on in the game.
I think the Olympus Coliseum, because that's not. It's different in the sense that, like any other world, you beat and you don't really have to go back to.
Right.
This one is a continuous thing throughout the game. As you progress, you'll get a little message saying something new opened up at Olympus.
Right.
And so it's a continual thing where you go back throughout the game. And I'll say it's the hardest world because of that.
Yeah, especially, well, some of it is optional. Like the Hades Cup at the end is, you don't need to do that.
The Hades
But,
Cup.
if you're playing the game, you want to do that, I would assume. The Hades Cup is crazy. It's 50 rounds long. But, yeah, so, like, you keep coming back to it, you're right. Where the other worlds, like, there's little incentives, like trinities or treasure chests that you can't get to, but then, hey, I can fly, so now I can go there. You don't have to go back there. Because you close that keyhole,
Right.
The Colosseum, you don't close that keyhole till later in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Hades Cup comes up. Like the Phil Cup and the Pegasus Cup and all that.
Yeah.
The Hercules Cup, it's all 10 rounds. Hades, 50 rounds.
That is tough. And if I'm correct, it's been a hot minute since I played.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always like a halfway mark. Like if you're at 10 rounds and you die,
Hades,
you'll start at like round 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
But because Hades Cup is 50.
Well, so you're 50, you start at every 10 mark. The 10s, there's no mark. There's no halfway mark.
Okay.
The 10, you got to go through. But the Hades Cup, if you beat 50 through 39, you'll start at 39.
But
or 40,
after a certain point in time, like, you're fighting final boss battle fights at like number 19. Like,
yeah. You're fighting like, that what do you call it? The behemoth.
Yeah,
you're fighting like behemoth, like number 20 or something.
and you get your health is your health. You don't get
yeah.
health.
Yeah, you got your heal magic and some potions or whatever.
It only takes you so far.
Only takes you so far. And not only that, if you really want 100% the game, you do the Pegasus Cup. Then you do the Pegasus Cup solo, just Sora. Then you do the Pegasus Cup timed. And you do that for each cup, including the Hades Cup. So you're doing the Hades Cup 3 times.
I was actually unaware of this.
This might be in the 1.5 remix, which is the one that we play now. It might be just exclusive to that, but you're playing it 3 times. You don't have to. It's optional.
Right.
With the party, and then just Sora, and then timed. And that could be so frustrating when you're timed for the Hades Cup and you do all 50 and you just miss that time. Because you're fighting Yuffie and Leon.
Oh, that battle, Yuffie and Leon, that is hard. I struggle more with Yuffie.
So I top it everywhere.
Yeah, I always go for Leon first.
Yeah. What do I do?
So,
I feel like I go.
I
feel like I go for Yuffie first. Somebody heals themselves. Who is it? Is it Cloud? I don't know. Somebody heals themselves, and it's annoying.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Yeah.
And Sephiroth is in Olympus.
Yeah, so you have after the Hades Cup, there's like the Gold Cup and then the Platinum Cup. The Gold Cup is the friggin' ice giant from Hercules,
which I also couldn't beat.
That could be. Oh no,
I couldn't beat him.
That could be like if you don't know what you're doing, it's like an hour-long fight.
Oh yeah, I couldn't beat it.
No.
It was that and Sephiroth, and I couldn't even beat the ice monster. I was like, I couldn't even touch Sephiroth. I couldn't even touch him.
Platinum Cup is Sephiroth.
Yeah,
from Final Fantasy.
Couldn't even touch him.
Wow.
I died before I touched him. Couldn't hit him once.
Yeah, he does this thing where he gets rid of. He'll do a spell on you, and all your magic will be gone. And if you don't have second chance, you're dead. If you have second chance, you're down to 1 HP. So he gets rid of everything, all magic and that. So you have no magic to heal yourself. You need to have a mega elixir on the ready.
Mm-hmm. It takes precious seconds to get that.
Yeah.
Any potion or elixir.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. You have to open up like your bag or whatever, and then select it, and
don't hit the wrong button.
Don't hit the wrong button. Like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's maybe like 2 seconds if you're quick at it.
Right.
But I mean, like, those are precious seconds.
Yeah, because he hits you with that critical hit, and then he runs up to you and slashes at you. So it's almost a death sentence. But if you have that mega elixir, you'll be okay. But then there's phases to the fights, and it gets harder. So.
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
Yep.
Crazy stuff. But if he's about to like summon that spell that gets rid of your health and magic, you can actually do a strike attack towards him while he's saying it, and it'll cancel it out. So you gotta just be. It's a strategic fight.
You gotta know
it's a crazy
game.
fight.
You gotta know the game.
You gotta know what's up.
Yeah.
But those are like extra fights, and there are extra fights throughout the game. Some actually, one of them is exclusive to Remix 1.5. It's called the Unknown. I think it's called the Unknown Creature. It's in Hollow Bastion, in the Princess Room.
Yeah.
It's basically like somebody from the organization 13.
Right, and another one is in Agrabah.
There's a name.
It's like a sand because so
no, it's got like blades for arms, like spinning blades.
Right, maybe it's in the desert, so maybe that's where I'm getting sand. But the Aladdin world. You can go to you can take the magic carpet and you're flying to another destination, but you have to like cross an open like desert, and you can do it the first time, and then you do your thing and whatever, you never have to go back. But if you do go back just to see whatever, then there's another optional monster to fight.
Yeah, if you take the carpet ride through the desert, you'll be stopped by Kurt Ziza. Yeah.
Kurt, that's a ridiculous name.
That is a ridiculous name.
I came so close to beating it, didn't beat it.
I don't think I'd guess Kurt Ziza. It's a hard boss. You came. Oh, and there's another one in.
Is that the first game or the second game?
First.
Oh, okay, I thought I was going crazy again.
No. No, you're good. The Neverland clock tower.
Yeah,
Big Ben has that
like a phantom ghost or whatever.
Yeah.
And if I'm correct, that's in Neverland. That's one of the that's one area where there's a trinity that if you don't get it the first time around, you can't get it.
Oh, I heard about that. I don't know if that's I don't know how accurate that is. I think they
yeah. I wonder.
No, in
did they fix it
in Halloween Town? In Halloween Town, there was okay. There was Dalmatians in a chest
Dalmatians.
in Halloween Town. Once the Oogie Boogie Manor was destroyed, you couldn't get it. They fixed that. Now the chest will just be on the ground, like it'll fall. Like in the first version, you miss it, which sucks.
Right.
Yeah. Halloween Town.
I think that's my favorite world.
Oh yeah, Halloween Town.
Yeah. What about you? Let's talk about the. So there's Hercules.
Olympus
Coliseum. Alice in Wonderland.
Deep Jungle Tarzan.
We got Agrabah, but Monstro, that's it.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Monstrous. I was like, that's not it.
No, Monstro is my least favorite world.
Monstro was not fun.
So
it's very much like a mazy kind of world.
Yeah.
It's like being in one big maze. I don't love that.
I don't love it either.
Love the idea.
Don't have a great time.
Monstro obviously being the whale in Pinocchio, right?
But then Atlantica.
Atlantica, which is so cool,
Yeah.
but that Ursula fight is no joke.
It's no joke, but if you level up, like I said, it's actually not as bad as you think. First time I played it, Ursula bothered me so much. Couldn't beat her. But now, no, it's doable. It's doable. Then Halloween Town.
Hollow Bastion.
Neverland, of
Neverland.
course.
And then, this Traverse Town.
And End of the World. And
yeah, afterwards.
Yeah.
Where you fight
Chernobog.
Chernobog, that's it. Chernobog. What an epic battle that is, too.
Yeah, that's awesome,
awesome.
that you fight
Awesome.
Chernobog. Really cool.
Let me tell you a little side thing that stands out to me as one of my favorite parts of the game.
What's that?
Throughout the game, you can do select side missions like collect all the 101 Dalmatians and whatnot. But you can also collect pages to a Winnie the Pooh book.
Yeah.
And that is awesome.
It is awesome.
You go into actually Merlin's hut from Sword in the Stone, and he has a book, and it's the Winnie the Pooh book. And as you collect pages, you can jump in the book, and then a new activity or whatever is open for you to do. And it's just another thing, another clever add to it.
Yeah, and it's not like combat based, so it's just like
it's not
little
terribly
puzzles,
hard.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It can get irritating, but it's pleasant. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I very much like that.
Yeah, my favorite right off the bat, I might have to say, because I want to say like Agrabah, because you get the Cave of Wonders and stuff, but I just don't think it is. It's a little mazy. It's sort of mazy at first.
I will say Agrabah is my second least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
there's another hidden. I might be thinking about 2 again.
Are you talking about the
pot,
black and white?
They're like pots. Like there are pots, and you can break all the pots except one. If you hit a pot, like there's a monster in the pot. I might be thinking about 2.
No. Oh, that's a hidden boss.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
in 1. That's in Agrabah. That's
annoying too.
Oh yeah.
So Agrabah has a lot of hidden bosses.
Well, no. It's not really a boss. It's a way to get like an element for the Ultima weapon.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
Just like those mushroom things. Those what do you call those things?
I actually suppose I don't know what you're talking about.
Now it's gonna bother me. Those fungus things that react, and you have to do a magic thing to like make them happy.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, it's getting more familiar, but it's not all the way there.
They're called fungus. The black fungus, white mushroom, those.
Oh, dude, I hate that.
Those are awful.
I hate
That's in the Hades
that.
cup. There's one of those, and sometimes it's like 2 seconds, and then sometimes you're doing it for like 2 minutes, and it really wastes time when you're trying to time your battle.
So annoying.
Really annoying.
So annoying.
And there's some annoying ones in like deep jungle. 1.5 made it really hard to get the Ultima weapon, to collect certain elements and certain like synthesis items. Annoying. Like, obviously, to get the platinum trophy, you got to do all this. But you also have to. One of the things for platinum trophy is you got to do it all with the original Keyblade, the whole game, and that is with like every world you get like sometimes multiple Keyblades that upgrade. You know.
I my first run around of the game, only used the original Keyblade. It wasn't until you told me, like, why are you just using that?
Oh, you could switch. Yeah.
I didn't know you could switch.
And that's why you had such a hard time with Ursula.
Yeah. Oh,
but yeah. But also, not just the Keyblades, but you have to like do it completely without dying once. And that's basically, instead of like, if you do die, you don't hit continue. Or no, you don't hit like try again or whatever the option is. You hit load game. That'll load you to the last save point you were at. So you save a lot more when you do that, but that's how you get that loophole.
Oh, interesting.
And then there's the quick game where you need to beat the game in 15 hours or less. The whole game. I knocked all 3 of those out in one go.
Really?
Yep, I did it with the original Keyblade, never died, and did it in less than 15 hours.
Were you skipping all the cutscenes?
You betcha.
How much, like, if you skipped the cutscenes, were you surprised at how quickly you were advancing?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what had, like...
Part 2?
Kingdom Hearts 2 went overboard with the cutscenes.
Yeah.
That was immediately my first problem with it.
There's a part in the middle of Kingdom Hearts 2 that me and Ariel were laughing because we're like, wait, this is still going.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about because there's literally a character walking down like
that's the exact point.
He's walking down a spiral staircase.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and it's like a long spiral staircase, like you can see all the way to the bottom. He walked all the way to the bottom before the cutscene continued.
And didn't you say that you started Kingdom Hearts 3 and it was like pretty late at night and you're like, hey, I'm just gonna like start the game. But then it was like an hour cutscene, like with a little bit of playing, but then like a cutscene.
Yes, so
really long.
Let me just quickly say, it took me until beating Kingdom Hearts 2 to actually love it.
Right.
While I was playing it, it was just so different from the first one. It was more user friendly, which you would think would be good, but honestly, it made it a little, too hand-holdy for me.
I missed the explore.
Yeah, exactly.
It was very linear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And coming right from the first, like playing the second one now, I know what to expect. I've seen it all before. I can appreciate it for what it is.
Yep.
But coming right from the first one to the second one, it's not it. It's not it.
Yeah, because nostalgia plays a big factor here.
Right. Right.
Absolutely love the first. It's my favorite of the 3 or of the 10, whatever, But
let's talk about the main 3.
Yeah. Favorite of the main games. But it's nostalgia based, and I really love the way it plays. I love how you could just explore. Part 2 really kind of gives you a linear path. You'll try to like go, oh, can I jump up on top of this? Oh, no, I can't because I'm not allowed to go there. I don't love that. But I love some of the worlds that they introduce, like the Mulan and Beauty and the Beast. You go to that castle.
They definitely outdid themselves there.
Except Atlantica and Kingdom Hearts 2 can shove.
Take a walk. It's literally like nothing.
It's like button. It's like press the button on the. If you're not like musically inclined, if you can't like. You're going to have a miserable time doing that.
Oh,
and they're like not... I don't mean to complain. They made like original... I don't like the songs. It's weird.
Yeah. No.
I think there's a couple of like actual songs from Little Mermaid, but there's a couple that were like written for the game, and it's just...
It's ridiculous. I do mean to complain. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
So, one other huge problem I had with the game, and it might seem small to anyone else, but you're talking to me here.
Okay.
You know who my boy is?
Sora?
Sora is my boy.
Oh.
And that's one thing about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hercules.
Hercules is my boy. That's one thing about Kingdom Hearts 3. If you purchase the deluxe package, you got a Sora pin.
Yeah.
I love that pin.
Yeah.
Hercules is my boy. They made Hercules such a baby. In the second one, I was outraged. I'm still kind of outraged. Oh, I'm so tired, Sora. can you please finish what I was doing? Because I'm so tired. Huh? You're a god.
Yeah. Yeah, they did make him like, yeah. Well, I love that they brought us to the underworld and stuff, and there was still the Colosseum that was like kind of in ruin, and then you fight Hydra, which is awesome. Awesome fight.
I guess.
But yeah. I understand your frustration with how they treat one of your favorite characters.
I think I know I did. I even sent you a video of I think you can, because you can just go up and talk to him anytime, right? And eventually he says the same thing over and over again. I think I took a video of like me going up to talk to him. And he was like, "I'm just so tired." I was
So funny.
I was getting so outraged.
Yeah.
Oh man. So that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
That I had a problem with that game. Come on, guys.
Yeah. No, fair enough. The and you have like the drive features, the different drives that you can like transform into different versions of Sora. Or like you change clothes almost. You become like black clothes, and you have like new keyblades. I just never got it. And you can upgrade those drives so that you can glide and you can do all like these high jumps and stuff. And I didn't realize that. So the first time I played through Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm like, in the first one I could glide. In the first one I could do a dodge roll. Like, where is all this?
Right.
And it was there. It's just in a very confusing way for somebody like me who just didn't get it.
Right. Yeah. It's and also when it first started, you're not Sora.
That's jarring, especially if you didn't play Chain of Memories.
Yeah, it's very jarring because I did not play Chain of Memories.
I did, but like I got stuck like at the end, at Twilight Town, like fighting this thing outside of the gate of Twilight Town, in Chain of Memories. But yeah, before I played Kingdom Hearts 2, I didn't play Chain of Memories.
And here's the thing: if you don't play Chain of Memories, which I'm willing to bet most people haven't,
Probably have not.
is that the game where the fighting is with cards too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm willing to bet most people skipped on Chain of Memories. Here's the thing:
It's acquired taste. I don't prefer it, but I don't mind it at the same time.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you're going into it without playing Chain of Memories and knowing, exactly what's happening, and later in the game you find out what's happening, and then, I'm on board. But if you go into it, you're like, who is this guy? This isn't Sora, but you're that guy for, I forgot his name.
Roxas,
that's
which
it.
is Sora with an X.
Which is Sora with an X in it. But you're Roxas for a long time. And so it's not even like, who is this guy? Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. No, you're like, who is this guy? And then you're like, who is this guy?
Yeah. That's another thing. If you're playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and you decide to skip the cutscenes, you ain't Roxas that long.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting, and you see exactly how fast the game goes.
Well, if you hold on, let me just to give you an idea of the cutscenes here. Let me just look up on YouTube, Kingdom Hearts 2 only cutscenes, and let me tell you
It's
how
gonna be hours.
Yeah, let me tell you how long that video is. Only cutscenes.
I would not watch only cutscenes. I would watch a playthrough of the game.
13 hours.
What?
Just cutscenes.
Look up the first one.
Okay. Kingdom Hearts.
13 hours of cutscenes. That's so
cutscenes.
long.
5 hours of cutscenes.
Wow.
They almost doubled the amount of time of cutscenes.
I beat Kingdom Hearts 1 almost in the amount of time that all the cutscenes from 2. What about the third one? real quick.
That's an interesting. I actually haven't completed the third one.
Oh, no?
No.
I like the third one a lot. The pictures of the hidden... How long?
10 hours.
So less.
A little less, but
But
still a lot.
double the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's some big cutscenes in part 3. Particularly, we had made it very far, and we wanted to play one day. We picked it up, and we're like, oh, no, this is the end of the game. It was like cutscene, battle. The third one has the emblems, hidden Mickey emblems. You like searching for Mickey ears, and you take pictures of them.
Yeah.
That's cool. You can also cook things for Remy.
My biggest problem with the third one, and again, I didn't get very far. I really had to pick it up again. Again, I'm not a huge video game player.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with the third one was it played very differently. And maybe it's one of those things where, at the end, similar to 2, I'll appreciate it, but it'll take me a while to, get back into it. But, so you're, at the beginning of the game, you're in Olympus, I guess. Because it starts with Hercules.
Yeah.
And just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, you can walk like normal, left, right, forward, backwards.
There's more explore.
But also, if there's a wall right here, you can go up that wall.
Yeah, the wall will kind of blink or kind of fade in color. I don't know how to explain it. It'll be outlined or whatever. It'll glow. And you could run up those walls.
And so it just throws me off a bit. And I'm like, it's just another thing I have to get used to and accept, and I'm not there yet.
Fair enough, but I welcomed it because it was more exploring than the second one. See, I love them all. I don't, and there was some really cool lands. You get Kingdom of Corona, Rapunzel.
That's cool.
You visit Frozen. You got your Toy Story. You got Andy's room and
stuff.
Oh
yeah. I started Toy Story.
Toy Story kind of bugged me though because you're in Andy's room, this is awesome. Then you go into some store, and you go into these toy stores and stuff that's not really Toy Story. It just didn't. I didn't love it. But you go to Monstropolis and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Pirates of the Caribbean again. You go there in the second game as well. But I love the third one. I love it. I want to say it's the longest or it's the biggest world in the game. You're riding the ship to different islands and exploring each island, and you got emblems. You got all this stuff to find, and it reminds me of Wind Waker almost. You're loved it in the third game, the Pirates.
Interesting. I really have to pick it up again.
Yeah, for sure.
So throughout the games,
yeah,
you can, in order to get to each world, you take your gummy ship.
Oh,
let's walk through the evolution of the gummy ship, shall we? Let's start with Kingdom Hearts 1.
Sure. You ever understand that fully?
Not even a little bit. Fully.
Yeah. Sid, he'll be I got these gummy pieces. I'll be and then if you're you've been playing for a while and you just want to really explore the game, you're all right, I'll go to the gummy shop.
I'll take it a step further. Not only do I not know anything about the because you're in your gummy ship, but you can expand it or build on it or whatever.
You could build your own.
You can build
From
your own
scratch.
which I've tried.
I've never built a fly.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It won't fly, or I'll hit done and it'll be this cannot fly.
Yeah, exactly. So so I'll take it a step further. Sometimes you'll get a prize or whatever, a chest or whatever, and your prize
is
gummy parts.
Yeah,
it's come on, I fought that guy for this.
Optima G or something.
It gets me so mad.
Navi why gummy or whatever.
Yeah, like these
Yeah.
words that mean nothing to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that always
Gets
bothered
me
me too. Like,
stained.
found a hidden chest. Click, click, and then it opens up and it's like some gummy piece.
Yeah. However, the first one is my favorite interpretation of the gummy ship.
Yeah, it's just a basic arcade. It's like an
It's
arcade
basic.
shooter.
It's an arcade shooter, yeah. Because to get to world, you're in the ship and you're just shooting at objects flying at you until you get to the world.
Yeah.
The second one, I honestly don't remember what the gummy ship is like.
You have like battles and stuff that happen, and it sucks.
So okay,
But in the third one,
one's even worse.
No. Actually, the third one's better because they're optional. If you know what you're doing, you could just go to the land.
But here's the thing.
The battles are optional.
So I didn't know that at first. I think I was in the gummy ship for like 30 minutes. Because it's as good as traveling open space in the third one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a problem.
You're left to your own devices.
That's a problem.
It's a problem.
You gotta holla at a brother for that.
It took a while for me to get the concept. So I'm like, what is this? It took a while for me to get the concept.
I hated it.
Gummy ship is the worst part of any Kingdom Heart game. Hands down.
Yes. And when you can, because you have to take the gummy ship to go to a new world you haven't been to before. But when you've been there, you can skip the gummy ship. So when you get to that point,
the warp, yeah.
The warp, yeah. When you get to that point, fantastic.
Yeah, it's gravy at that point, yeah.
It's gravy.
Yeah. Chip and Dale are like, I found this warp point. I'm like, thank you, Chip and Dale.
Yeah.
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 I like it.
Well,
I like it.
yeah.
What's your favorite land in the first one is Halloween Town?
Yeah.
I'm feeling inclined to say the same.
Let me look up exactly the lands in the second one because I am blanking.
You got Mulan, you got Beauty and the Beast, you got Pirates of the Caribbean, you have the Olympus and the Underworld.
Okay. Yes. Oh, the Pride Lands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lion King.
Yeah,
that's a good
that's
one.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yep. Olympus, Halloween Town.
Then you have you have the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I was gonna say Disney Castle.
But then you go into like Toontown, where it's like black and white.
Yeah, it's called the Timeless River.
Yeah, I love that.
The World That Never Was. Radiant Garden.
This is Winnie the Pooh as well.
Yeah. Space Paranoids. I don't know.
Oh, that's Tron. No, is that Tron?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Tron's there.
I forgot.
Is that what Space Paranoids is, though?
It must be. Well, regardless, Tron is a thing that I forgot about.
Yeah, actually, I did too.
Atlantica, Port Royal, which is Pirates of the Caribbean, 100 Acre Woods, Land of the Dragons, Mulan, Agrabah.
Oh, Agrabah again, right.
Yeah.
Oh, you fight like Genie Jafar.
Right. Twilight Town, Space. Yeah, so Space Paranoid is Tron.
Okay.
Pride Lands, Beast Castle, Olympus, Halloween Town, Disney Castle, Timeless River.
Oh yeah, you go back to Halloween Town.
Yeah, Halloween Town. The World That Never Was, and then Radiant Garden / Hollow Bastion.
Right.
Yeah, so that's that.
Huh.
Let me look up 3.
I think Pride Land's my fave.
Pride Land was awesome.
Yeah.
Pride Land was awesome.
The organization member that you fight in Beauty and the Beast is so hard, by the way. Okay. I got stuck there for a while. Kingdom Hearts 2 is really hard, battle-wise, some of these organization members.
The final battle in Beauty and the Beast took me a hot minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that one. Yeah,
minute. Okay, third one, 100 Acre Woods, classic. Twilight Town, classic. Dive to the Heart. I don't know. Land of Departure. I don't know. Dark World. I don't know. Oh, Arendelle. Toy Box. Okay. Final World. I don't know. Olympus. My boy Hercules. Okay, cheers to him. Scala ad Calium?
Can I see that?
Yeah.
Oh,
What is that?
I think that's like at the end.
Oh.
What are you on? Oh, okay.
Don't make me lose my place. Don't touch my
Oh,
phone.
you're going up. You're going up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Monstropolis.
Yeah.
Keyblade Graveyard.
Oh, yeah.
Kingdom of Corona.
Kingdom of Corona.
The Caribbean.
Mm-hmm. My fave in.
Oh,
3.
and then Big Hero 6.
Yeah. San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. Yep.
Yeah, that one was cool too. That one was actually very fun.
And since we're here, let me just look up and see if we're forgetting, just on the off chance if we're forgetting one in Kingdom Hearts 1.
I don't think we are.
I don't think we are either. Neverland, Destiny Highland, 100 Acre Woods, Neverland, I said that, Halloween Town, Monster. Yeah, no. No, we got everything in.
Nice. Final boss in the first one is Ansem. I thought that was a very good final boss. I think it was the last rest before you go into the final boss. I think it's a very, very appropriate length of battle. It's challenge. What?
I feel like I had a story with that. I feel like my game froze or something.
That sounds terrible.
During the last battle.
Really?
And then yeah, the game froze on me, and I was really pissed.
Did you close the game and say you beat it?
Well, technically.
He was playing Link to the Past.
No.
DS?
Don't start telling this
I think it was
story
3DS.
because it's nonsense. The story is not true.
No, it was Link to the Past.
It was Link to the Past.
Yes, it was Link to the Past. He's on Ganon, the final boss, and he wasn't beating it. And then finally, he just closes it really angrily, and he's like, "I beat it."
Here's the thing.
It's like, you didn't beat it.
I have a terrible history of games freezing on me during the last battle. A terrible history. It happens to me often.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair to say, and I've beaten. This is why I don't like it when you tell that story. Because yes, that is a true story, but I've beaten the game many times since.
Right.
So the game it has been beaten. But since, well, I shouldn't say since, but that time, I was gonna win. So I beat the game. I just didn't beat the last boss, but I beat the story.
And I hate when you say that because you didn't beat the story.
I beat the story.
The story continues after the boss is dead.
No, they just say thank you.
No. You see the Triforce, and then Zelda wakes up, and then you see everybody in the forest.
And then they say thank you. Yeah.
And then they say thank you. I mean, you can't really argue. You got nothing.
I think I have a case.
I think that you don't.
Sound off in the comments. Do you think I have a case?
He doesn't have a case. If nah, nothing. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
Final boss. Well, so you're fighting the organization members.
Yes.
And then the final boss is like a
It's a pain in the ass is what it is.
well, yeah, there was every organization member I fought to the end was like I was always afraid I was gonna die, and I'm like, where's the save point? Or it was very challenging. I think 2 is way harder than 1 is. 3, pretty easy if you're asking me. I think that the whole game is relatively mild in difficulty. Maybe the easiest one. And a 4th one was just announced. Did you know that?
I did not.
They have announced a Kingdom Hearts 4.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Did 3 end in a cliffhanger?
No. Not to my recollection. I think there was like
1
a
and 2 did.
post credit scene or something, but I don't remember. So there was a post credit scene in Kingdom Hearts 1
Yeah.
that ended up like foreshadowing Kingdom Hearts 2. And I believe the same thing with like the Keyblade War and stuff like that. From Kingdom Hearts 2 to 3. But I think there was one at the end of 3. Don't quote me on that, but I think there was.
I'll quote you on that.
Okay. That's fine.
Well.
What's your favorite world in the second one? Did you answer that?
I don't think I did. The Pride Lands is pretty cool because the thing is, in the second one, you really transform with the world, whereas the first one, you're just always Sora.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really awesome. And you're like a lion and whatnot. That is pretty awesome. I just love, I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan.
Oh, yeah.
I loved
Oh, yeah,
Halloween
and you go
Town
to, like,
again.
You go to Christmas.
Yeah, you go to Christmas Town this time. So I should say Christmas Town and not Halloween Town.
Yeah.
But,
well, the thing is, you go to both, I think. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all good. I think that you need to definitely revisit the third one.
Yeah.
The first one's always going to have a special place in my heart as my favorite, but I always welcome the characters to come back. Love fighting all the Disney villains. That's awesome. We should do a villains ranking soon.
Oh, definitely.
Disney villains ranking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And love fighting Maleficent, the dragon, you know. What's your favorite Disney villain to fight in the first one?
Like fun battle wise, or just like cool that's a villain.
I guess cool that's a villain.
Oh, Chernabog.
Oh yeah. You know what? I agree with that. With that.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. So, any closing thoughts on Kingdom Hearts?
I mean, it says a lot that as someone who is not really a video game person, absolutely loves these games.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it best when you said it incorporates the perfect amount of Disney to Final Fantasy,
Mm-hmm.
which I couldn't tell you the first thing about Final Fantasy outside of Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
But it just fits so well because it incorporates a darkness that otherwise, if it was just all Disney, it would not
I agree.
satisfy.
Something about it mixes so well and creates the perfect atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and all I can say is, I'll cheers to that.
as will I, good sir. Cheers.
I'm out.
He's out. I'm not. See you.